Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. Right at the 30. Now the third-year man, Najee Harris. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Red Barton, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fit defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The Steelers at 1-5, really struggling here to start the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
On second down, this is Harris. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Harris. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 43 yards rushing so far. This is just their first possession. Well, they've got a new set of downs here. To the air on first down with Pickett. This will be caught inside the 10. And in for the Steelers touchdown. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against him with one of their own.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Might as well go with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Etienne. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. From the gun, it's Lawrence. They'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 10. Pickett going to bootleg it. He'll buy some time right. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. There they are going for it. Here's Pickett. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Under a minute to go, clock running in a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Off-play action, Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Total run show, Fatukasi there on the tackle. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
This is 2nd and 8. Harris running straight ahead and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Setting up the screen. Harris. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. That's to his running back, complete. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one, but occasionally the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly, maybe someone tipped it off, but on that play, it had no chance.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, Pickett. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go touchdown. Pat Fryermuth. 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, it's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan of how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they'll throw it with Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 33 yards that time. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Mika Fitzpatrick, the all-pro safety, up to make the stop. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll send Kirk in motion right. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And the Steelers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it, and the Jags will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Now Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Steelers are going to take over here up near the 40. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. He's going to try and go deep again. Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. And the Jaguars will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Pickett looking to throw on second down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They've been brilliant, perfect on fourth down so far. 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here. Oh, they're changing this at the line. Now Pickett on fourth down. That is caught. And he has a
they don't let these niggas catch for nothing.
21 yards there. A big play.
Oh my God.
So in Jacksonville territory. territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. That is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Pickett. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner, and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Here's Pickett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the 2nd half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
In motion right is Ridley. They go play action with Lawrence. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw here is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. Now he's free at the 35 and down to the 28-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll send Kirk in motion right. Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. Touchdown, Jaguars! Evan Ingram from 8 yards out. And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Always important to get the first score of the 2nd half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers and quickly.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's going right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots it.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Shortly there to Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Pickett going to bootleg it. They'll roll him out right. His throw incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Johnson, the man in motion right. Now they'll fake the jet sweep, but now here's Pickett off play action. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. They'll try the right side with Harris. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Pickett now on first down. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Harris is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Najee Harris, well built for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold him up. But I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
On the give, this is Harris.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris
Taking it in from 4 yards out.
and the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Boswell good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
They go play action now. Lawrence
Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Lawrence will throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain of 22.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. Touchdown! Jamal Agnew, 50 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead now up to 14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Off to the races, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
On play action, Lawrence.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On third down, Lawrence
steps away to his left. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
The Steelers take over first down.
Here's 1st and 10.
9-yard line.
Here's Pickett. He's got Pickens, complete.
And he's got Rome. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Here comes second down.
They hand this off to Harris, and he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 4.
Now Pickett.
3rd and 6.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 4th down.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Jaguars first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory.
A gain of 16 yards.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Taken down at the 30. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. Charles, for this loot.